In the next task, you will work in the previous groups. The task is connected to personal selling also, but in this task, you will choose your product. The task is complex, more complex than the previous one, because you have to use the theory of the selling process, and you have to create a whole process of a personal selling situation, including the pre-tasks or pre-interaction and pre-purchase process, and also the post-purchase process and tasks. So you should work out a whole process, a whole personal selling process, and you have to present the elements and the stages of the whole process, and you have to perform the interaction about this situation and about this personal selling approach. You have 1 hour to work out this task, and after that you will have maximum 10 minutes to present and perform your results. As I know, you have a company, you have a LLC, maybe with some projects, with some products. I offer you to choose those products you work with day by day. So it's a good opportunity to work with your projects during the learning process. Is it clear?
Yes.
Do you understand what is
because
the
of the lot of vacuum cleaner. Yeah, it's clear.
Okay, so thank you, and let's work.
Everything I do, and everything I do professionally, my life, has been shaped by 7 years of work as a young man in Africa. From 1971 to 1977, I look young, but I'm not. I worked in Zambia, Kenya, Ivory Coast, Algeria, Somalia, in projects of technical cooperation with African countries. I worked for an Italian NGO. And every single project that we set up in Africa failed. And I was distraught. I thought, age 21, that we Italians were good people and we were doing good work in Africa. Instead, everything we touched, we killed. Our first project, the one that has inspired my first book, Ripples from the Zambezi, was a project where we Italians decided to teach Zambian people how to grow food. So we arrived there with Italian seeds in southern Zambia, in this absolutely magnificent valley, going down to the Zambezi River, and we taught the local people how to grow Italian tomatoes and zucchini. And of course, the local people had absolutely no interest in doing that, so we paid them to come and work, and sometimes they would show up. And we were amazed that the local people in such fertile valley would not have any agriculture. But instead of asking them how come they were not growing anything, we simply said, thank God we're here. Just in the nick of time to save the Zambian people from starvation. And of course, everything in Africa grew beautifully, and we had these magnificent tomatoes. In Italy, a tomato would grow to this size, in Zambia, to this size. And we could not believe. And we were telling the Zambians, look how easy agriculture is. When the tomatoes were nice and ripe and red, overnight, some 200 hippos came out from the river, and they ate everything. And we say to the Zambians, my God, the hippos. And the Zambia said, yes, that's why we have no agriculture here. Why didn't you tell us? You never asked. If people do not wish to be helped, leave them alone. This should be the first principle of aid. The first principle of aid is respect. The smallest company, the biggest company, has to be capable of doing three things beautifully. The product that you want to sell has to be fantastic. You have to have fantastic marketing. And you have tremendous financial management. Guess what? We have never met a single human being in the world who can make it, sell it, and look after the money. Doesn't exist. This person has never been born. We've done the research, and we have looked at the 100 iconic companies of the world: Carnegie, Westinghouse, Edison, Ford, all the new companies, Google, Yahoo. There's only one thing that all the successful companies in the world have in common. Only one. None was started by one person.
Let's see the first performance.
Welcome everybody. I would like to show you our product, which is makeup products and the web shop as well, so in like 2 in 1. And if you would like to start a project, you need a pre-activity. In connection with this pre-activity, you should figure out the target group, so who to sell the product or a service. So that's the first thing to do. You have to also analyze the competitors. So you have to figure out where you can go into the market and how much you can capitalize on the market. It is also an important question. Thirdly, you have to figure out how to sell this product or service. So you have to figure out what channels you have to promote it, what price you should determine in order to make buyers or make a consumption for this product. We would like to sell our makeup products on the web shop, and also we would like to make some kind of events in order to promote them, or the makeup events, and we would like to promote it on the universities and high schools as well, because our target group are the youngsters, and we should figure out the price. So that, in our case, the products are coming from so they are foreign products. So the price it depends on the currency. So it's not easy to determine at that point. And then I would like to put the words through to Vivian, and she will explain that.
We are in a makeup event, and Sophie, could you please help me? May I do your makeup, please? Can you sit down? I would like to prepare for you a very beautiful makeup, please. So, I am ready. Can you have a look at it?
Wow!
Yes, do you like it? Yes. And did you like the other program? That was the dance lesson?
Yes.
Yes, was it good?
Yes.
Did you like the other programs too?
Yes, of course.
And what's your opinion about the event?
Oh, it was very good. So I really enjoyed it, and I could try the pole dance.
Yes.
And it was very, very great. So I
And
was
what
very
about the
curious
price?
about. It was very cheap.
Yes.
So
And would you use these makeups instead of yours?
of course.
Yes. So are they acceptable?
Yes,
you?
absolutely.
Okay. And as far as I know, you have already bought different things from our web shop. Am I right?
Yes.
And which product was your favorite?
Oh, the makeup set was very
Yes.
good, and eye color was very range.
Yes.
And I really like them.
And
So,
what about the jewelries?
as you can see,
Ah, yes.
I wear this watch, so you can see my
Oh,
earrings and my
beautiful.
necklace. So I very like them. So
Okay.
I would like to
Thank you very
order more
much. Okay.
if I can.
I'm glad to hear it. Thank you very much.
Me too.
You die. You die.
Thank you. Bye. We are ready.
Do you have any addings, questions? Did you get the message? I have one question. What do you think about that when Vivi as a seller and Zsófi as a buyer was communicating and Vivi was standing and Zsófi was sitting? Is it good in the interaction?
It wasn't good, but the situation was bad. So that's fine.
But she made my makeup, so
Yeah,
I had to sit down.
Yeah. Did you feel that uncomfortability
Yes.
when you were?
Generally, it's not a good position or situation, but in this case, so she was doing the makeup, so in this case it was acceptable, I guess.
Okay. Any other?
So your post activity is actually asking feedbacks from the
Yes.
Yeah,
customers.
it was
Uh-huh.
it is based on the Zsófi's as mentioned.
Opinion,
Do you think that these personal interactions can generate enough orders from the web shop?
No, it's just one part of our promotion. So as David mentioned, we can use also different
Channels.
Yes, also with the help of universities and high schools and other shops.
And we would like also advertise on the net.
On Facebook.
So yeah.
So the floor is second group.
Thank you. So our task was to evaluate the second task, which was to choose a product and sell it and figure out how to sell it. And so I'd like to show you our process. So what went well? Task was creative, and we could manage a really good teamwork in it. And the time management was also great. So everybody was on time, and we could make the presentation on time. It was also really good that there was a cross fertilization in the groups. So it was a really good experience to work with others. Yes. What went wrong? It went a little bit wrong. That so we are asked to act always, and sometimes it can be possible, and we felt that it was a little bit wrong. Okay, but there was no one other to this part. So what can we learn? Or what could we learn about it? We learned that if we want to start a project, we had to figure out the selling process previously and carefully. We should figure out the target group, the channels on which we can promote the product, and so on. So we have to do this carefully. We have to focus on the customers' feedback, because it is really important, and we can learn a lot from the customers' feedback, because they are the buyers. So we have to meet the requirements of them. what can we put it into practice is quite the same that I mentioned, and maybe that's it. So thank you for paying attention.
Asking again the group any addings. Did you like the video, or was it a good idea to include in the understanding of the story? The others can also have the opinion.
Yes. It's always good to hear some information from others and more experienced people.
I have only one comment, so it is very good, and I am very happy because you focused the learnings, and I hope that you will use it in your practice.
Thank you for your presentation.
I'm done.